The story opens with Logan sleeping in his limo when a group of thugs attempts to steal his tires. Logan stumbles out, groggy and weakened. Despite his efforts to de-escalate, the thugs attack him, forcing Logan to unsheath his claws. His iconic blades no longer extend fully, and his strikes lack their former precision. The fight is brutal. Logan is stabbed, beaten, and nearly overwhelmed. But through sheer determination and rage, he manages to kill or cripple the attackers. This sets the tone for Logan's grim reality. His body is failing him, and his legendary resilience is fading. Logan returns to a hidden outpost where Charles Xavier, now in his 90s and suffering from a neurodegenerative disease, is kept sedated to prevent his unstable telepathic seizures that have deadly consequences. In one tragic episode earlier that year, Charles's uncontrolled seizure froze hundreds of innocent people and killed several X-Men, leaving Charles tormented by guilt. Logan struggles to keep Charles calm, administering medication to control his seizures. Caliban, a mutant with the ability to sense other mutants, assists Logan in caring for Charles, though tensions are high between them. Caliban warns Logan about the risks of keeping Charles alive in such a vulnerable state, but Logan refuses to abandon him. One day, a woman named Gabriella approaches Logan, pleading for his help to protect a young girl named Laura. Gabriella insists that Logan take her to a place called Eden, a supposed safe haven for mutants. Reluctantly, Logan agrees to meet her, but Gabriella is murdered before their rendezvous. Logan discovers Laura hiding in Gabriella's room, and they barely escape as a group of mercenaries known as the Reavers attack them. Laura exhibits extraordinary combat skills and retractable claws like Logan's, revealing her mutant nature. Logan, Charles, and Laura flee together, with the Reavers in pursuit. During their journey, Logan learns that Laura is his biological daughter, created from his DNA by a corporation called Transigen. Transigen had been experimenting on children to create mutant soldiers, but ultimately decided to dispose of them when they became difficult to control. Laura and a few other children escaped the facility, now seeking safety at Eden, a rumored refuge near the Canadian border. Despite Logan's attempts to remain emotionally distant, Charles forms a bond with Laura, seeing her as a symbol of hope. Logan, burdened by guilt and self-loathing, struggles to accept her as family. Throughout the journey, Laura's fierce yet vulnerable nature slowly breaks through Logan's defenses, rekindling his buried sense of purpose. The trio finds brief refuge with a kind family on a farm after Logan helps them round up their escaped horses on a highway. The Munsons offer them dinner and a place to stay. For a fleeting moment, Logan, Charles, and Laura experience a semblance of normal family life. Charles shares a tender moment with Logan that night, expressing his gratitude for the brief peace they've found. Tragically, this peace is shattered when the Reavers track them down. The mercenaries release X-24, a perfect, younger clone of Logan created by Transigen. X-24 brutally murders the Munson family and Charles in a horrifying attack. Charles' dying words are filled with confusion and sorrow, believing he was responsible for a previous telepathic seizure that killed innocent people. Logan arrives to find Charles dying in his arms, his last words giving Logan a rare sense of forgiveness and love. Logan confronts X-24 but is overpowered, sustaining serious injuries. Meanwhile, Caliban sacrifices himself by detonating grenades in an effort to slow the Reavers, giving Logan and Laura a chance to escape. Logan and Laura continue their journey, eventually reaching the Canadian border where the remaining mutant children have gathered. Exhausted and severely injured, Logan realizes his body is nearing its limit. Laura tries to care for him, but Logan pushes her away, believing himself to be a lost cause. The Reavers launch a final assault, forcing Logan to inject himself with a temporary healing serum that restores his strength for a brief period. With newfound energy, Logan viciously fights the Reavers and X-24. The battle is brutal and chaotic. Logan's rage drives him forward, but his body falters under the strain. Despite his efforts, X-24 impales Logan on a fallen tree branch. In a final act of defiance, Laura uses an adamantium bullet, a symbol of Logan's torment, to kill S-24. Logan's injuries are fatal. As he lies dying, Laura tearfully calls him Daddy, and Logan's final words express his pride in her, recognizing her strength and kindness. He tells Laura not to be what they made her, giving her permission to forge her own path. Logan dies, finally finding peace after years of suffering and violence. Laura and the remaining children bury Logan, marking his grave with a wooden cross turned sideways to form an X, honoring the fallen X-Man. With Logan's passing, the remaining mutant children set off towards safety, carrying the hope of a new beginning. The film's raw violence, deep emotional weight, and haunting performances make it a standout in the superhero genre, delivering a profound message about love, sacrifice, and finding peace in one's final moments. If you enjoyed this recap, don't forget to like and subscribe for more in-depth movie breakdowns and superhero content. Thanks for watching.